welcome to my channel. And I thought for my first video, why not let you guys know how I went from an island girl to a city girl. So I'm from the island of St. Maarten, and about a year ago I moved to Holland. Yeah, and so far it has been a journey. Of course there is time difference between Holland and St. Maarten, so you know, had to get used to that. We left St. Maarten around between the times of 12 and 2 in the afternoon, and we had to stop in Paris and then take a flight from Paris to Holland, and we arrived in Holland at around, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, one of those three. So of course we were jet lagged, and also the time difference was really it was really difficult to deal with in the beginning, because you know you have to get used to a whole new time and a whole new sleeping schedule. When we first got here, of course we came to the crib, and then after that we had to go to the grocery store to get some groceries. And of course, while we're getting back from the grocery store, typical Holland weather, it starts to rain out of nowhere. First of all, because we weren't used to that and we didn't know the patterns of Holland weather, we didn't have a umbrella or anything. Like, we had jackets, but we didn't have anything to like cover us from the rain, and we were like almost home, we were almost there. So that was, we got back to the house, we had to, you know, get set up and everything, and we were really tired. Like, we were super tired. We were sleeping for like a week. Like, we'd be up in the middle of the night and then we'd be sleeping through the whole day, you know. But after a week, you know, we got used to it, and you know, we got back up on our feet and we were good to go. Our sleeping schedules were fixed. Our first day here was spent doing a lot of, you know, setting up, preparing, and, you know, of course the usual. St. Maarten and Holland are like two completely different places. Like, completely. Like, first of all, the people are different here. The people here are different. How to explain it, I don't know. The culture is completely different. That's another thing that I kind of struggled in the beginning to get used to, but I managed. First of all, food, like the culture here is like cheese and, you know, fries and all that other stuff, but over there it's like soca, you know, and then you got rice and peas, you got oxtails, you got pigtails, you got all of that. Like, that is where the culture changes, because here's like croquette, frikandel. Another thing is the language, because over here in Holland they speak Dutch. Over there in Seman, you speak Dutch and English and Papiamento for the people that came from like Curacao and Aruba. The Dutch over here is more, how do I say it, more advanced than the Dutch in St. Maarten. The Dutch is, I don't know, when I came here, you know, my Dutch was but you know, they'd say some stuff where it's like, whoa, I never heard that before. Like, that's a thing. Like, what? Of course, before we left I tried to prepare myself. Obviously there is no amount of preparing for when you move to Holland, because first of all, the weather is super different. Over there it's hot, it barely gets cold, it's super hot. You know, you have your cloudy days and your rainy days, but here it's like freezing, and then it's like it's cold. These past few days have been really hot for some odd reason, but here is freezing, and then it's like it rains every day. Every day it rains, every day. Like, that's typical Holland weather: rain, clouds. So I had to get used to that, especially the cold. One of my favorite things that I do not have to deal with anymore since we moved to Holland is hurricanes. I cannot stress enough how much I hate, and I mean hate, hurricanes. Like, I can deal with like a storm, but a hurricane is like, I hate it. I really do. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, I really hate it. And since we moved here, I don't have to do it anymore. Thank God. You know, I got used to the culture here. I made friends who are also, or I made one friend who's also from St. Martin, you know, and a lot of people from over there are coming over here because of Irma. We moved at like a perfect time, because as soon as we moved, it was all over the news that Irma is gonna hit St. Martin. And I can tell you right now, I've never gone through a category 5. I think the worst I went through was a category 2 or 3, and that was scary for me. And so I cannot imagine what everyone else over there went through with a category 5 hurricane. Like, that was crazy when I heard about it, and I was just begging that my best friend and everybody else who I'm cool with and family and stuff like that would just be safe. I kept up with it, you know, just to see like the process and stuff like that. There was a lot of damage done, and I'm so glad that most people are safe, you know, especially with all the damage that happened. But I'm so glad I didn't go through that. I cannot stress it enough. I am so glad I didn't go. That is stressful. Like the stress of having to worry about what are we gonna do without water, what are we gonna do without food, what are we gonna do without electricity. Like, all of that is just gone. Like, I don't have that issue anymore. Can we complain for like a quick second? You know, I don't have a huge issue with Holland, but can I have my drinks back? Like, over here, everything is sugarless. Like, and I'm already a sugar freak, but it's like everything is 30% less sugar. Sprite has no sugar. 7-Up is 30% less sugar. Fanta is like, I don't know what that is. It's not that bad. It's deep. I can deal with it, but it's like, I miss my old sodas. Can I have them back? Like, that's one thing that I'm not a big fan of with Holland. They take something and they just switch it up. Like, they take off sugar, they add healthy whatever preserves or whatever, I don't know, but they just mess up my drinks, and I would like them back. One thing I cannot complain though is fries. My favorite food is burger and fries, and I cannot complain about that there. But my drinks, I would like them back. Holland has been super interesting for me. I've dealt with a lot here that I never thought I'd have to deal with ever in my life, good and bad. I've had a lot of good times, I've had a lot of stressful times, but that goes with anywhere. But I can say that so far I'm not too mad at the fact that I'm here, although there are a lot of drastic changes and there are a lot of things where I would be like, why? I must say there are a lot of things here that I could say I'm grateful for, and on one hand I'm not very happy with the fact that I moved here, specifically in this city in Holland, but I cannot complain too much. I've been through a lot, and you know, I'm very happy that I'm no longer over there, and I no longer have to deal with the stresses of no electricity practically every week, you know, and hurricanes and all kinds of storms and stuff like that. So I can't complain too much. But I'm gonna end my video here. This is my first video on YouTube. I am so happy that I'm going to start this journey. I am so happy to show y'all what I can. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Of course, with y'all's help and support, of course. But with that being said, if you would like to join me on my YouTube journey, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and follow me on all of my social medias. My Instagram and Twitter is itsme_Vanny, and my Snapchat is coolgirlvanny. I will also have it in the description below. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.